Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading What's Your Best Weight Loss Advice for Someone Who Just Binged or Had a Major Setback? And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. And feel free to leave your advice in the comments below. Continue the next day as if it never happened, but don't pretend it never happened. One bad binge won't bring your whole progress down. In fact, seek strength out of it. Remember the hangover you're feeling now and the future. Remember that we're all just humans, and from time to time we need a break. A small break like this won't bring you to fall. For all you know, it could give you new motivation for another week, month, or year. Will your scale go up on the next day? Yes, it will, but not for long. You will be back on track sooner than you know, with a fresh mind, fresh motivation, and all the tools you already have ready to rock this weight loss journey. I'm in this boat. I was having a really good day yesterday until I decided to eat double my calorie limit in pizza, cheesy bread, and trail mix in 1 hour. I got really sick last night and I feel gross today. I hate myself right now, but I know what I would say to someone in my place. Be kind to yourself, show yourself compassion, forgive yourself, and move on. You messed up, but it happened and you can't go back in time. All you can do is give yourself a hug and move forward. Getting back on track today will be enough, and that's what I'm going to do. 1. It happened. You can't take it back. What is done is done. Love yourself. 2. Water weight. It'll show up on the scales the next day. Normally this is where I'll beat myself up over it. Counteract it with water. Lots of water. Green tea and an attitude shift from poor me to I got this. 3. Recognize your feelings. Acknowledge them. Don't suppress them, but also know it's okay to move past them. It's what allows us to grow as humans. 4. Don't beat yourself up. It happens. Remember, another day is another day. 5. Non-scale victory. Write those down and look at them. Notice what you've achieved so far. It honestly helps to take progress photos as well. Lastly, believe in yourself. You deserve the best. Now go and kick binging in the butt. Don't let one binge mess up any of the progress you did make. You can't take back the extra calories, but you can start over. If you skip a few days, write down what triggered it. Remember, weight loss is more mental than anything. Address your why, and it may just be the key to your goals. I've fallen into this trap several times where, despite my progress, I would just binge like crazy. It's why all my attempts to lose weight in the past have failed. This time, however, is different. What changed was my support system. My girlfriend has been so encouraging throughout my current weight loss journey. On days where I'd start to fall off the wagon, she'd tell me it's not the end of the world, it's just a small stumble. Acknowledge the mistake, but keep moving forward. Sure, it might take longer to get back on track, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. She has praised every victory, no matter how small, and has never made me feel like a failure anytime I took a step back. I'm someone who thrives on positive feedback, and I think having a strong support system has been one of the big things keeping me moving forward. I actually have had a rough 2 weeks from starting my journey. I've binged some days, but I always realized that every day is a new day. The same way I can decide to start my journey when yesterday I was eating horribly, I can decide to eat better following a binge. Don't do extra workouts to burn it off because you'll just end up hurting yourself. Recognize it, acknowledge it, and learn why you did it. And get to the bottom of it and form solutions you can stick with to combat it. Also, to combat hunger, maximize your calories. 150 calories here, 100 there, they add up. Make those calories count. Eat meals versus snacks when you can. Complement it with water. That way you're full and less likely to binge. And if you do calorie counting, make sure to count everything. Not logging it because you don't want to see it is counterintuitive. You need to see everything to grasp the full impact that binging has if you keep it up. What works best for me after a binge is a combination of a few things. 1. I don't weigh myself for the next couple of days to avoid unnecessary feelings of defeat and guilt. 2. I write. I make lists, writing down the mental and physical effects the binge had on me and any cognitive distortions I might have had at the time. I once binged for a few days in a row, and for a moment I really believed that I gained back 40 pounds in that amount of time. 3. I'm extra gentle with myself the next day. I mostly stick to my routine, but I'll take a hot bath or an extra nap and excuse myself from chores. It's easier said than done, but it's so important to be compassionate with yourself on your weight loss journey, especially after a binge. No matter what it is, whether you ate a huge meal, didn't exercise for a week, or had any other setback, do not give up because of it. Lots of people, myself included, struggle with having the mindset of, oh, well, I already messed up, so it doesn't matter anymore. It does matter. Don't let yourself fall back into your old habits just because of a few bad days. The first and arguably the most important step to weight loss is having the right mindset. It might take a while for you to get used to thinking in a different way, but you'll learn from the setback and it'll make you stronger in the long run. Well, as someone who just had a few binge days, I can say that it is definitely difficult to get out of it. Your body will start craving those foods and you will feel tired and unmotivated. For me, exercising was the biggest thing. I realized how bad I felt and it changed my mindset. I made sure to leave it in the past and did not feel guilty, and instead used it as inspiration to work even harder on eating healthy and exercise. Getting back on track shouldn't feel like a punishment. It should feel exciting because you're getting closer to your goals and doing it for your overall health. And if you binge because you ate one bad thing and felt like you should just keep going, try to remember next time that one chocolate bar will not ruin your progress. After my setback, day one was a challenge. I still felt the need to consume junk food, and when my mom offered me chocolate, I couldn't say no. But that's okay. It was one chocolate bar and I exercised and ate healthy food for the rest of the day. If it's too hard, just ease into it and eat less junk food each day. I've heard some people eat one piece of chocolate a day to help with their cravings, and it didn't ruin their progress. Moderation is key. Forgive yourself. Everyone binges at some point or another. Once you binge, don't treat yourself like crap. Instead, talk to yourself as if you're talking to a family member who just binged. This has helped me in the past. And understand that everyone makes mistakes and has setbacks. But overcoming them and continuing to try is what truly matters. Your goal is to be healthy, not perfect. It happened, move on. I've had binges, lots of them. I've lost over 30 pounds in the last 4 months. How? Because after every binge, I get back up. It's hard as heck, but we all have setbacks. Don't let your mistakes define you. It's not the binge that destroys your healthy lifestyle, it's your willingness. We all fall down, but it's your choice if you want to get back up and out of the gutter. Ask yourself why you wanted to lose the weight in the first place. I know a lot of the answers here are saying to not think about it and continue your next day as normal, but that's next to impossible for me and many other people. The psychological ramifications of the binge will almost certainly weigh you down the next day, and you will feel like giving up. Now, the only thing that helps me is counting out the exact calories of my binge. Did I binge an extra 1,000 calories? Well, the only way for me to get over it is to work it off. And I don't mean doing intense exercises. I mean watching a 2-hour movie while walking at a moderate pace, 3.5 on the treadmill, which burns over 600 calories itself. That's already more than half the binge that's canceled out and makes me feel better already. Sometimes I won't feel like using the treadmill, and so I will lay on my back on my bed and do bicycle kicks in the air for 2 hours while watching a movie. I know I won't be mentally tough enough to just forget the binge and continue as normal, so I have to actively do something to counteract that binge, otherwise that one binge turns into a binge week and then a binge month for me. A tip that has helped my weight loss a lot: don't let the what the hell effect take over. I used to binge a lot, especially after starting a new diet, but instead of trying to exercise that binge weight away or continuing my diet, I thought, well, I've already screwed up. I might as well accept the fact that I'm fat. And I would eat even more until I physically couldn't eat more, and then I would feel bad about myself for days. The most important thing to remember is that a binge isn't a reason to stop the process completely, but to work harder to compensate. I used to think all the time after binges, I've ruined this day, and I'd feel so bad after that I ended up eating anything that I could possibly find. Usually this would count up to thousands of calories, and I'd completely go crazy with the portion sizes I had. I'd keep eating all that crap so that I'd satisfy all my cravings at once. A very bad excuse, obviously. It would always be, it's okay, I'll start tomorrow, which I'm sure many of us can relate to, but tomorrow is so hard when you screwed up today. So the key is to pretend it didn't happen and eat how you were supposed to eat for the rest of the day. I found out that restriction for the rest of the day doesn't help either and only keeps your mind at food 24/7. And don't worry too much about it too. Setbacks are a part of the process and only teach you things. But you gotta eventually learn how to deal with binges and not repeat the same "I'll start over tomorrow" mentality again. I've struggled with binging for years and admittedly still do. I'm many months into my journey and 20 pounds down from my heaviest weight. I've fallen off the wagon several times for days and even weeks on end. I'm still working on mending my relationship with food and myself every day. And the best advice I have for coping with the binge is to forgive yourself. Yes, you fell off the wagon. It happens to everyone and it's okay. Admit your mistake, forgive yourself, and pick right back up from where you left off. Holding on to the guilt is not good. We are only humans and we make mistakes. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. Our first feature narwhal of the day is Coons, and they say, my 5 months progress. Not feeling quite ready to share it on Instagram with all my friends, but definitely feeling proud enough to share it with you, narwhals, because I know you know how I feel. Let's keep it up. Our next feature narwhal of the day is Dicey, and they say 222 pounds to 160. Still have a bit left to go, but can say I'm pretty happy with my progress so far. And our last feature narwhal of the day is Bring Me a Higher Love, and they say female 24, 5'4", 315 pounds to 239 equals 76 pounds. 100 more to go, but that actually seems realistic now. What a journey. Thank you for sharing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching, narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.